Hello, Cyberji. Welcome to Click Mind. Your mood colors is the way you see the world around you. If you are in the happy mood, you tend to look at others, yourself, and the world in a positive light. Everything seems right. When you are happy, the world around you seems happy too. But when you are in the blue mood, you tend to look at things with a negative perspective, raining on your parade, and you might bursting other people's bubble. You expecting worse, and you see the world through black glasses. For most of us, the blue mood starts as a reaction of unwanted events in life. The unwanted events create losses, feeling trapped by our circumstance. You keep asking yourself, am I clinically depressed? So, what is depression and what is the difference between depression and sadness? We will talk about it later. But before we jump into that, if you are new to this channel and you interest to promoting the awareness of mental health, please consider to subscribe our channel and be part of us. Now let's get into the topic. Throughout human history, depression has affected mankind for thousands of years. The earliest treatment of depression were done by priests because they believed it was a demonic disease. People with depression received cruel treatments such as physical beating, locking into cells, starvation, thrown into the river and burned. Centuries later, a Greek physician, Hippocrates, defined that depression as a melancholia. Melancholia was caused by the body fluids imbalance. He stated the phlegm, blood, black bile, yellow bile have to be in a balanced state for a person to live normal. The melancholic person had too much black bile, which made them have depressive-like symptoms, including long-lasting despondency. So, what is depression? Depression is a common and serious mental illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. It causes feeling of sadness and loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed. This disorder can interfere with your daily functioning, and it can affect you both mentally and physically. Most people feel the blue moods now and then. It is sad feeling, disappointment, being in the dumps. But the blue mood is not clinical depression. The feeling is usually transient, like the proverbial dark clouds that give way to sunshine. We think of such short sadness as depression. Transient sadness might be common and part of life because life is not easy. There are millions of people experience the period of transient sadness. They may experience some of the same symptoms of the clinically depression people, such as lost appetite, feeling sadness, and difficulties to sleep, but they still believe the light at the end of tunnel. People with clinical depression feel trapped and the future may appear hopeless. Depression is range seriousness from mild to severe. When people refer to depression, they are often talking about major depressive disorder, also known as clinical depression. Epidemiological data from Wikipedia shows high rate of depression in the Middle East, North Africa and South Asia, and also USA than in other countries. The DSM outlines the following criteria to make a diagnosis of clinical depression. The individual must be experiencing 5 or more symptoms during the same 2-week period, and at least one of the symptoms should be either depressed mood or loss of pleasure. Now let's check 9 of major depressive disorder criteria based on DSM-5. Depressed mood most of the day. You feel hopeless, sad, and empty nearly every day, and you might appear tearful by others' observation. Low mood is expressed by many ways, depending on culture and sex. and men tend to be less likely to describe these feelings than women. Markedly diminish interest or pleasure almost in all activities nearly every day. It's called anhedonia. In many circumstances, depressed persons don't acknowledge feeling sad or down, but do express a loss of interest in relationships, hobbies, other life pursuits. Appetite disturbance. You either eat more than normal or less than normal, or there is significant body weight, either weight loss or weight gain. Hypersomnia or insomnia nearly every day. There must be a change from your previous sleep pattern. Psychomotor agitation or retardation. So that means you're either feeling of restlessness or being slowed down. You can feel really sluggish and hard to get around, or you can feel really anxious. Energy fatigue or loss of energy nearly every day. Feeling of worthlessness or inappropriate guilt. You might believe that a minor error you did or a failure in past will lead to disaster in the future. Diminished ability to think or concentrate or indecisiveness. Depression can limit our concentration and memory. It can be frustrating and embarrassing, like we never get anything done because we cannot remember what it is we were supposed to do. We might leave our key in the door, or we rereading one page over and over again because you think your brain did not capture the information right. Recurrent thought of death. If you have recurrent suicidal ideation with or without specific plan, if this one is resonant with you, even if the rest of criterion doesn't, please reach out for help. You are not hopeless. People can help you and you can get out of it. Cyberji, the cause of depression is still unknown, but many researchers learn about it more and more. There are many components such as genetic vulnerability, life stress events, and physical illness such as endocrine dysfunction, kidney disease, anemia, neurological brain disease, malignant disease such as brain tumor, lung and pancreas cancer, and also side effect of drugs. Cyberji, depression is treatable. If this video is relevant for you or someone you know, please don't be hesitant to reach out professional help. There is always hope and help for you, and someday the table will turn and things can be better. Thank you for watching and see you in the next topics.